Today we're looking at reading for main ideas and supporting details in informational texts. Here we go.
Informational texts provide information about the world. Every day, you see and read many informational texts. They are all around you. What types of information can you learn from reading these texts? Just about anything you can think of. Informational texts are packed with facts, examples, and details about a topic. Sometimes, there is so much information in a text that it is easy to feel lost. Where should you begin? Which pieces of information are most important? What do you need to remember? Luckily, you can use strategies to help you find your way when reading informational texts. One strategy is to quote details and examples from the text to answer questions. Look at this informational text.
All right, we are going to pause here and let you read this, probably about 2 minutes. So read this because we're going to ask you the main idea of this. We're going to ask you about some supporting details for the main idea for this. You can use their words or you can use your own words as you summarize these things. So right now, reading it. Okay, what I'd like you to do is to write what you think is the main idea into the question and answer chat. It can be a few words, it can be a full sentence. You can even copy one full sentence from this text and put it in there. That's the job for right now. What is the main idea of this text?
You might be asked to answer questions about a text during class, for a homework assignment, or on a test. You can find the answers to most questions by looking closely at what the text says. Look at details in the text to help you answer questions. For example, you might be asked, why do some smaller planets have no atmosphere? Evidence in the text gives you the answer. Quote the evidence when you answer the question. A planet with less mass may not be able to hold an atmosphere. Another strategy is to quote details from the text to draw inferences. An inference is a conclusion that a reader makes based on evidence from the text, evidence from other texts, personal experience, and logical thinking. Drawing an inference is a way to find an answer that cannot be found directly in the text. Here is a question that can't be answered just by looking at the text.
Haha. So let's answer this one. Do asteroids and planets attract each other? See if you can find supporting detail that answers that question. It's an inference. Ooh. Go ahead and let's see. There's a lot of that that's covered up now. It's hard to see it when you're doing it. So here we go, and we'll see if they give us the answer before you have a chance to see it and type it into question answer chat.
Do asteroids and planets attract each other? To answer the question, first look at evidence from the text. Then, think about what you know from reading other texts and from personal experience.
There we go. Now we can see the text. Go ahead, and that can be a simple yes or no. Do asteroids and planets attract each other? But then try to support it with whatever gives the inference that is either true or not true. Again, that answer goes into question answer chat.
Evidence from the text says that everything in the universe that has mass exerts gravitational force on every other object that has mass. You know that asteroids and planets are objects in the universe. You know they both have mass. The text also states that gravitational pull and attraction are the same thing. You know that since the question asks about things that attract, it is asking about gravitational pull. All this evidence helps you make a good inference to answer the question. Quote evidence from the text in your answer. Asteroids and planets do attract each other since everything in the universe that has mass exerts a gravitational force. An important strategy for understanding informational texts is to find the main idea and the details that support it. The main idea is the most important idea that the author wants you to understand and remember.
So here's where you get to find out if you came up with the best main idea or a really good main idea for this text.
Facts, details, and examples help to explain, support, and reinforce the main idea. Sometimes, you have to use evidence from the text to infer the main idea. However, the author often states the main idea clearly right in the text. Look at the paragraph about gravity. The second sentence states the main idea of the entire text. The other sentences in the paragraph give facts and examples that support this main idea.
All right. Good enough for now.